Good morning all. Welcome to ImageGrafix webinar on AWS, Unplug and Uplift, which is accelerate your cloud journey from on-prem. This is Kirtana Ramachandran from ImageGrafix Software as a sales consultant. In between you need to convey anything, kindly do it in a chat box. We'll be replying to you. If you have any questions, we can have it in the end of the session. Here's a quick overview of what we'll cover. We'll start with a brief welcome and introduction, followed by discussing the challenges faced in on-premises environment and the key reasons organizations are moving to AWS. We'll then explore the AWS migration framework, which outlines a structured approach to the cloud adoption, and review some essential data transfer and migration tools that can simplify the journey. After that, we'll go over some best practices to ensure a smooth and cost-effective migration. To make it relatable, we also share a real world case study of a successful migration. Finally, we'll wrap up with a question and answer session and next step to help you take your cloud journey forward. Let's get started. Here we start with a small overview of ImageGrafix. ImageGrafix is the leading system integration specializing in digitalizing the full life cycle of industrial facilities and commercial buildings, right from planning and design to construction, operation and maintenance. We work across key industries like energy, building and infrastructure, and manufacturing. Our strength lies in strong partnership with leading technology providers, supported by a highly skilled team that ensure top-notch implementation, customization, and training sessions. We're proud to serve some of the world top organizations, including Fortune 500 companies in sectors such as EPC, marine, automotive, aerospace, and defense, with a strong presence across the Middle East and India. We have strong regional presence with offices strategically located across the UAE and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In UAE, we operate from three key locations: Jebel Ali Free Zone and Jumeirah Lake Towers in Dubai, as well as Musafah in Abu Dhabi. In Saudi Arabia, our teams are based in both Riyadh and Al Khobar, allowing us to serve our client efficiently across the kingdom. These regional offices enable us to stay close to our customer, deliver faster support, and ensure localized service across major industry hubs. Apart from this, in India, ImageGrafix have a strong national footprint with offices in all over major cities including Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune, Calcutta, New Delhi, Vadodara, and Calicut. This wide presence allows us to serve clients across the country efficiently, ensuring quick support, strong regional engagement, and seamless service delivery. Image Graphics has proudly completed 27 years of excellence, driven by over 250 passionate employees across 15 plus thriving branches. With a strong customer first approach, we have the privilege of serving 6,000 plus delighted clients, reflecting our commitment to quality, innovation, and trust. At ImageGrafix, we offer a wide range of AWS services to support end-to-end digital transformation. Our offerings span across compute, storage, database, analytics, IoT, machine learning, security, application integration, and more, including modern technologies like AR, VR, and desktop streaming. Whether it's a new cloud initiative or migrating legacy system, Our team ensures seamless deployment and support tailored to our business needs.
Before we dive into today's core topic, cloud migration, I would like to begin by addressing the key challenges organization face with on-premises infrastructure. And this context will help us better understanding the critical need and value of transition to the cloud, which we'll explore in the upcoming slides. Yeah, let's take a moment to understand why many organizations are rethinking their on-premises infrastructures. Due to we have lot of reasons in on-premises challenge we are or many organization often facing in these days. Yeah, firstly, high cost. Maintaining capital heavy infrastructure along with the software licensing and upkeep adds a significant operational expense. And secondly, limited scalability. When business grows, traditional hardware struggles to keep up due to this rigid nature. And third, operations are complex and manual, requiring hands on work for server maintenance, software updates, backups, and monitoring. And fourth, there are serious disaster recovery gaps, meaning data loss or downtime during failure events in a major risk. And fifth, the strain on security and compliance. Constant updates to stay secure and aligned with the evolving regulations like GDPR or HAPPA can be overwhelming. Sixth, aging infrastructure. Older systems tend to fail more often and become performance bottlenecks. And lastly, innovation gets blocked. Adopting modern technologies such as AI, advanced tech analytics, or DevOps becomes nearly impossible without flexible and scalable environment. And every organization have a dilemma on whether we need to move cloud or we need to stay in on premises, and how to move cloud and which platform we need to choose. There are all many questions will occur in the organization mind. Yeah, we have too many questions, not enough clarity, right? Yeah, I will discuss about this in this slide. Cloud offers many possibilities, but the decision making process is often overwhelming. Organization frequently ask the customer to the organizations or to the service providers like which provider should we go with, either AWS or Azure or GCP or others. Should we move everything to the cloud or adopt a hybrid approach? How do we strike the right balance between cost efficiency, control, and compliance? These are all many questions which we often organization may frequently ask to the providers. And here the key concepts that come up with these questions: team readiness. Do you have a right skills to manage and secure a cloud environment? Business disruption. Will migration affect ongoing operations? How do you minimize downtime and risk? And these are many questions often organization may ask to the providers, cloud providers. And the challenges also facing in the business oriented is cloud complexity. Cost complexity. Cloud pricing seems attractive with pay-as-you-go models, but surprise can come when bills starting piling up due to lack of cost governance. And next, security concerns. There is always hesitation about data security, especially in regulated industries. Vendor lock-in. Companies worry about being locked into one provider, making it difficult to switch if requirements change. And not legacy applications, not all systems are cloud ready. Some apps require significant rework before they can run in the cloud. And then lastly, skill gap. And there is often a lack of in-house expertise to design, deploy, and manage cloud environment effectively. These are many challenges and many questions will come up in the picture when we decided to move to the cloud from on-premises to cloud. And the cloud adoption strategy. And now the we are explore the challenges of on-premises infrastructure and the uncertainties of cloud decisions. Let's look at how we help organization resolve this cloud dilemma. Our approach is to resolving the cloud dilemma is cloud readiness assessment. We begin by analyzing the current IT environment. What are the IT environment we you both organization have? Its application infrastructure, data dependency, security postures, and business goals. The assessment helps identify gaps, constraints, and quick wins before initiating any migration steps. And Next thing is workload prioritization. Not all workloads are created equal. Some are cloud friendly, others may need redesigning. We prioritize workloads based on business impact, complexity, and migration effort to ensure early success and reduce risk. And migration path selection. This is the important. We need to choose which migration path. It's effectively we can use the in the migration end we can use the from on premises to cloud while migrating the data, and we can identify the right migration strategy for each workload. Lift and shift. Quickest path, move workload with minimal challenges. And replatform. Make site modification to take advantage of cloud native features. Refactor. Redesign application for scalability and flexibility. Like this, we have a five more migration strategies in the AWS cloud. And security and compliance consideration. Throughout the process, we integrate security and compliance at every stage. This includes data protection, identity and access control, logging, and ensuring adherence to industry regulation. And now let's dive into the main topic, why we need to migrate to AWS. Let's now explore so many organizations from startup to global enterprises are choosing to migrate their workloads to AWS. These are the benefits we have in AWS. We have a category, we divided into category business benefits, technical benefits, and common errors. When it comes to business benefits, AWS enables scalability on demand, allowing organization to grow without worrying about infrastructure limits. And there also a clear cost advantage with flexible pricing models, reserved instance, and optimized uses. Plus flexibility in deployment and operations makes it deal for innovation and agility. And when it comes to technical benefits, AWS is built for high performance and reliability with a global infrastructure and a rich ecosystem of services. Organizations benefit from built-in security, compliance capabilities, and continual innovation in areas like AI, analytics, and DevOps. There are some common drivers beyond just cost and tech. Many companies migrate to AWS for disaster recovery, legacy system modernization, and workload optimization. These help improve resilience and efficiency while preparing the business for future growth. And whether driven by technical innovation, cost savings, or operational needs, AWS provide a comprehensive platform that meets evolving enterprise demands. And we have some tools and frameworks in AWS for the migration which helps into this. Let's give deeply into the main topic. The three phases approach AWS recommends for successful cloud migration. And one is assess and mobilize and migrate and modernize. Assess, we begin by evaluating the current environment, mapping dependence, and building a TCO based business case. And mobilize, we create a detailed migration plan, set up a source landing zone, and address any skill, tool, or compliance gaps. And migrate and modernize. Finally, we execute migration in waves, rehosting, replatforming, or refactoring while optimizing performance and cost. Let's discuss deeply in one by one with all the phases. And first phase assess, it's a discovery and planning. This is the first and most critical step in any AWS migration journey. Start by inventorying all applications, infrastructure, and data along with their dependencies and versions. We can use tools like AWS Migration Evaluator for TCO analysis and AWS Application Discovery Service for automated discovery, both agent based and agentless. Define your business drivers such as cost savings, uptime, or agility and set measurable KPIs. Finally, classify applications by critically and complexity to structure for your migration in prioritized phases. This step lays the foundation for accurate planning and risk migration. And the next step is mobilize. Build migration and foundation. In this phase, we build the foundation for a successful migration. First, we step up the AWS landing zone with core components like VPCs, IAM, and security controls. So these are the components which we have in AWS before going to the migration. And we establish governance using tools like AWS Control Tower, Config, and CloudTrail to ensure compliance and auditing. And next, we determine the right migration strategy for each workload using the 7 R's framework. We have a 7 migration strategies in AWS, and we need to choose the right one for the our migration as per the accordingly we need to choose the right migration. And lastly, we train teams and implement change management to ensure readiness for operating in the cloud. This is the phase we need to follow. And next phase is migrate and modernize. In this phase, we execute the actual migration and enhance workload for the cloud. Reinforce with the minimal changes using AWS MGN for lift and shift. Replatform by modifying database or OS, for example, moving Amazon to RDS. Refactor by rewriting applications to leverage cloud native services like Lambda or ECS or EKS like that. We use AWS DMS for live database migration with minimal downtime and Snowball Snowcone for large offline data transfers. For secure connectivity, we use AWS Direct Connect or VPN in the cloud. This step delivers cloud value through efficiency, scalability, and modernization. And next one is post migration optimization. By following before the three phases, will migrate the on data to cloud. After migration to the cloud, our focus shifts to managing security and optimization workloads to ensure long-term value. The main key actions included in this post-migration optimization is monitoring app and infrastructure health using CloudWatch and enforcing security and compliance controls and cost optimization by right sizing and eliminating unused resources. Automatic operations with DevOps pipelines. Reviewing architecture using AWS well architecture frameworks. Ultimately, this phase supports business growth, reduce waste, and ensures sustained cloud success. And you can see the pre-migration and migration and post-migration steps. And we can enable auto scaling and load balancing, use reserves instance or saving plans, regular security audits and patchings we need to do, and enable CI/CD for fast delivery. And we need to do after post migration continuously. We need to do monitor and SLAs and KPIs in the cloud. Yeah. Now coming to AWS migration tools, these are the tools we have in AWS cloud for migration from on-premises to cloud. While migrating to the cloud, we'll use these tools where we can appropriate in the migration is migration hub and application migration service is one of the tool and database migration service, snow family, direct connect and VPN, storage gateway and transfer family. These are the tools we have, and I will explain the main keys key tool which we are transferring the data to the cloud. And this is the AWS database migration service, which is the key tool we used for the migration. And this is a fully managed service designed to make database migration quick, secure, and hassle free. One of its key benefits is minimal downtime, which means business operations can continue without major interruptions. The services uses continuous data replication with change data capture or CDC to ensure any new or updated data is copied in real time. This is especially useful for maintaining consistency between source and target database. With the AWS DMS console, you get real-time monitoring, so you always know the status of your migration task and can catch issues early. Another great feature in the tool is lightweight on your systems. There is no need to install replication software on your source, which reduces operational overhead and complexity. In short, AWS DMS offers a robust and seamless path for migrating your database into the cloud. And next tool which we are commonly used for the main cloud migration is AWS schema conversion tool. Now let's look into this AWS schema conversion tool, which plays a key role in heterogeneous migrations. That is, which means when you are moving from one type of database to another engine like Oracle to MySQL, Oracle to PostgreSQL, like that. The tool automatically converts database schemas, including tables, views, stored procedures, functions, and triggers. This saves a ton of time compared to manually rewriting them. It also provides assessment reports that evaluate how compatible your current schema is with the target database. These reports highlight any manual changes that might be needed, so we have never left guessing about what still needs to work. Another standard feature in this ability to scan application code in languages like Java or .NET and convert embedded SQL queries, making the transition more holistic and less prone to errors. Together with the AWS DMS, this tool helps complete the end-to-end migration journey with efficiency and confidence. Yeah, after this, I'll explain the best practices for smooth migration. To ensure a successful and disruption free migration, it's essential to follow best practices that address each phase of the journey. In previous slides, we discussed about the phases and the tools which are used for the migration process. And now, the best practice we need to follow the smooth migration. We begin with comprehensive discovery. This means taking stock of all your applications, databases, infrastructure, and the dependencies between them. A solid inventory helps prevent surprises later on. Next, define clear migration strategies. Often referred to as 7Rs: rehost, replatform, refactor, repurchase, retire, and retain. Each workload may need a different approach based on cost, complexity, and business value. It's equally important to plan for rollback and create separate testing environments. This helps reduce risk and ensure there is a backup plan if something does not it go as expected. And before kicking off the migration, be sure to validate IAM rules and security policies in the cloud. Permission and security settings should align with your post migration architecture. Finally, continue to monitor performance and security even after the migration. Just because the move is complete doesn't mean the work is done right. We need to choose. We need to continuously monitor the performance of the instance and performance of the data and everything. We need to closely monitor after the migration also. Ongoing validation ensure everything runs smoothly and securely. And let's dive into the pre-migration checklist. This slide outlines 5 essential steps to prepare for the smooth cloud migration. Firstly, take inventory of your applications and dependencies. Confirm licensing and analyze peak usage to time to the move right. Second, define success metrics. Define what success looks like. Set clear performance benchmarks, cost goals, and user experience KPIs. Third, downtime planning maintenance. Plan downtime carefully. Schedule during off peak hours. Communicate with the stakeholders and have a rollback plan ready. Fourth, security and compliance review. You have to tighten the security and review compliance. Ensure IAM policies follow least privileges, data is encrypted, and all regulations like GDPR are addressed. Finally, test truly. Run full, full cutover simulations, validate rollback plans, and use script to automate testing. Yeah, before wrapping up the session, I would like to initiate one real world case study here. Let's look at a real examples of cloud migration in action. This was a global upstream oil and gas company with over 12,000 users. They were struggling with the aging on-premises infrastructure. It is too old and its limited scalability, high capital expenses, and reliability issues. Over 9 months, they migrated more than 45 critical applications, including SADA systems, EAPRs, ERP platforms, and modeling tools across multiple regions like North America and the Middle East and the North Sea. During the migration, they introduced CI/CD pipelines, autoscaling for better resource use, and hardened IAM with encryption both at rest and in transit. The results were impressive to the company. They achieved real time data across from remote field locations, enabled predictive maintenances using machine learning or sensor data, and accelerated decisions around new well deployments. The move also strengthened their compliance posture, including the GDPR and regional data residency requirements. These are the real world case study. Yeah, thank you guys. I'm wrapping up the session now.